Okay guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're continuing What If Rick Was Never in a Coma in The Walking Dead. So let's get into it. So we start off with seeing Jesus, and Jesus is also with Dwight and also Bob and also Merle, and Aaron's there as well because he did come, and Daryl was there as well. And now they're all going to go see what Dwight was talking about with seeing the people with having skin on their faces and doing human activity. When all 6 of them get there, they see a camp of people wearing walker skin, and that there's basically the exact same thing Dwight was telling them the other day. And this is just creepy, but the group end up getting spotted. Everyone ends up staring at the group over there and a little girl tries attacking the group, but Maggie comes out of nowhere and shoots her. And now you guys are probably like, how was Maggie here? I never said that she was coming with. But the thing is, Jesus and Aaron Jesus lives at Hilltop, and Maggie has a lot of conversations with Jesus. And I'm pretty sure that she could have heard one of them when she was gonna go talk to Jesus about something. So Maggie probably followed them. And the girl slowly dies, and Alpha, the main leader, isn't too happy about Lydia dying, the little girl, because that was her daughter. And plus, Alpha's the leader. And Alpha sends the big guy, Beta, and Beta walks towards the group, and all the other Whispers, they come with Beta. And also Gamma and also Francis end up getting shot by Daryl, and they end up dying because Daryl just shoots them repeatedly, and they're just dead. There's no saving them at all. And the leader of the Whispers, the Alpha, the leader of the Whispers, gets out of her shotgun, and a gunshot fires, and we see Bob, and there's a bullet in his eye, and Bob falls to the ground dead. And we see Rick on his horse, and he doesn't know where the people are that went to go see the Whispers. And anyways, Rick decides that he's gonna go get some people to come look for them, and Rick's gonna take Alden with him. And he's also gonna take Ezekiel and also Jim and also Jimmy and also Negan, obviously. And we see Jesus and Merle and also Daryl and also Aaron, and along with them is Dwight, and they all already escaped from the Whispers, and they end up meeting Rick and the others while they're escaping, and they take them back to Alexandria and Hilltop and Kingdom. So yeah. And also, one thing I forgot to mention, we see Nicholas, and Nicholas is a much better person, and he's much more skilled, and he isn't scared of anything anymore. So because of Glenn's influence, he's changed a lot because of Glenn. And also, we see Ron and also Sam and also Jesse. And now they've got their character development maybe in season 8, but I didn't really mention it because I don't think it was a big deal, but I'm just mentioning it now. And for the 2% of people who care about Gregory, just to let you guys know, he's still alive. But maybe I could just kill him off, but I'll keep him alive for now. Could kill him off, but probably, yeah. I don't know, really. And we see DJ, who's still alive, and he would say that we could try facing these whisper guys, like whoever they are. And in which Rick would reply, hell no, because they don't know what type of threat they are, because Daryl and the others said that they were wearing walker masks and that they can blend in with them. That means, and it'll be even harder, and they could lose a lot of people because of that fight. And we see Carl, and Carl, when Rick gets home, Carl would say that they can't just sit around and do nothing, that even that could get them killed. What if the Whispers followed them here? And while that's going on, we see Sturgis, who is still alive here, and he was only like in one episode of season 6, and he died after that. But in this series, he survives. So, anyway, Sturgis he might have gotten, if you saw him in the original, he was a bit of a coward, but I think he wouldn't be as much of a coward, but he'd still be some type of but he would have gotten a lot of character development. And Jim, and also Tobin, and also Jared, and also Gavin, and also Spencer, and also Morgan are gonna go see the Whisperers, and the group have no idea that they're going, so they might get killed, might not, who knows. And before they leave, Rick stops them because he saw them, and Rick would give a speech to everyone in all the communities. He'd say that they're going on war with these Whispers because they killed Bob. And they end up finding the Whispers, and it's just all-out war. The Whispers versus Rick and his group. And now... And we'd see Beta, who is out with his knives, and he's looking at Daryl, and Daryl's looking at him with his crossbow placed at Beta's eyes. And we see Alden and Tyrese, who are kind of trying to calm things down between them, because they're maybe some of the only humane people in the group that are actually left of them. So they try to calm them down. Rick starts gunning down some of the Whispers with his python, and Alpha and the other Whispers look at Rick, and they all run towards Rick. And we see Daryl, who comes to assist Rick, and he punches Alpha in the face, and Alpha gets knocked out, and we see Beta and Daryl, who are looking at each other with their knives pointed at each other. Daryl would throw one of his knives in Beta's legs, which injures Beta, and this gives Daryl the chance to attack. Beta, so Daryl comes towards Beta, and he stabs Beta in one of his eyes, and Beta loses one of his eyes, and now Beta's injured, but we all know how strong Beta was, and how durable he was. And we see Jimmy, who's shooting all the Whispers, and every single person that's a Whisper coming towards Beth, and he's protecting Beth, and we see Alpha sneaking up from behind, and Alpha ends up shooting from her shotgun, and a gunshot would fire. And the shot is at Jimmy, and the shot was in Jimmy's back. And Jimmy's still alive, but that still hurts, so Jimmy falls to the ground, and there's a couple of walkers nearby who end up eating Jimmy, and Jimmy dies. And we see Beta, who is struggling to get up from him losing his eye, but he eventually gets up a little, and he picks up one of his knives, and he ends up throwing that knife in Joe's head. And this kills Joe, and Joe falls to the ground dead. And Beta falls back to the ground, and Eastman comes up to him and keeps on smacking him with his Aikido. And we see Beta, who actually punches Eastman, and he picks up both of his knives, and he stabs he stabs Eastman with one of his knives, and he stabs Eastman in the neck, and it kills Eastman. And also, we see Morgan, and he sees Eastman die. But he can't really do anything about it. But anyways, the fight ends, but a couple of the group's people get kidnapped. The people who were kidnapped is the governor, and also Martinez, and also Jim. So these three have been kidnapped by the Whispers. And a couple days later, the group are trying to find Governor and also Jim and Martinez, but they end up finding a couple pikes, and there's heads on those pikes. And the group know that the Whispers done this, but who are the 10 people on the pikes? First victim is Tara. Second victim is Frankie. And the third victim is Enid. And the next victim is Beth. And next up is also, the next victim is Ken. And also after Ken, and the next victim is Tyrese. And after Tyrese is, and next victim is Noah. And after Noah is Jim. After Jim is Glenn. After Glenn is Beth. After Beth is the governor. And after the governor is Martinez. And now you're probably wondering, how's there 12 people? The thing is, because of them being kidnapped and Beta losing an eye, I think that the Whispers would kill 12 people this time. And that will be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and bye-bye. And before you guys leave, I'll make the next episode tomorrow, or either maybe at Sunday. Anyways, peace.